In 1300 BC, Moses, a general and accepted member of the Egyptian royal family, prepares to attack an encamped Hittite army with Prince Ramesses at Kadesh. A high priestess divines a prophecy from animal intestines, which she relates to Ramesses's father, Seti. She tells the two men of the prophecy, in which a leader, either Moses or Ramesses, will be saved and the savior will someday lead. During the battle, Moses saves Ramesses's life, leaving both men troubled. Later, Moses is sent to the city of Pithom to meet with the viceroy Egypt, who oversees the Hebrew slaves. Upon his arrival, he encounters the slave Joshua and saves him from a vicious lashing. Moses is appalled by the horrific conditions the slaves must toil in. Afterward, Moses meets Nun, who informs him of his true lineage. He is the child of Hebrew parents who was sent by his sister Miriam to be raised by Pharaoh's daughter. Moses is stunned at the revelation and leaves angrily. However, two Hebrews overhear Nun's story and report their discovery to Egypt. Seti dies soon after, and Ramesses becomes the new pharaoh, Ramesses II. Egypt reveals Moses' true lineage to Ramesses, but Ramesses is unconvinced. At the urging of Queen Tuya, he interrogates the servant Miriam, who denies being Moses' sister. When Ramesses threatens to cut off her arm, Moses says yes, he is a Hebrew. Although Tuya wants Moses killed, Ramesses, still unwilling to believe the story, exiles him instead. Before leaving Egypt, Moses meets with his adopted mother and Miriam, who refer to him by his birth name of Moshe. Following a journey into the desert, Moses comes to Midian where he meets Zipporah and her father, Jethro. Moses becomes a shepherd, marries Zipporah, and has a son, Gershom. Years later, Moses is injured in a rock slide. He encounters a burning bush and a boy, a manifestation of the God of Abraham. While recovering, Moses reveals his past to Zipporah and reveals what God has asked him to do. This drives a wedge between the couple, but Moses leaves anyway. In Egypt, Moses reunites with Nun and Joshua, as well as meeting his brother Aaron for the first time. Moses confronts Ramesses, demanding the Hebrews be released from servitude. Ramesses refuses to listen, insisting that freeing them is economically impossible. Upon Moses threatening Ramesses's life, Ramesses orders Moses' death, as well as killing random Hebrew families until Moses is found. Using his military skills, Moses trains the slaves and leads them in an insurgency, prompting Ramesses to retaliate harshly. God's manifestation appears to Moses and explains that 10 plagues will affect Egypt. The first 9 plagues deal massive damage to Egypt and its people, but Ramesses does not back down, even oppressing his people further to maintain his position. Moses is horrified to learn from God that the 10th plague will be the death of all firstborn children but follows through with the plan. The Hebrews protect themselves by covering their doors with lamb's blood as instructed by Moses, while all of Egypt's firstborn children die, including Ramesses's infant son. Ramesses, devastated, surrenders, allowing the Hebrews to leave. During the Exodus, the Hebrews follow Moses' original path through the desert towards the Red Sea. Still grieving his son, Ramesses assembles his army and gives chase. After making their way through a dangerous mountain pass, Moses and the Hebrews arrive at the edge of the sea, uncertain about what to do. In despair, Moses flings his sword into the sea, which recedes and clears a path to the opposite side. Ramesses and his army continue the pursuit, but Moses stays behind to confront them. The Red Sea reverts back, drowning the majority of the Egyptians, crossing the Red Sea. Moses survives and rejoins the Hebrews. Ramesses also survives, but is distraught and stunned over the destruction of his army and empire, and with no way to return to Egypt. Moses leads the Hebrews back to Midian, where he reunites with Zipporah and Gershom. At Mount Sinai, Moses transcribes the 10 Commandments. Years later, an elderly Moses riding with the Ark of the Covenant sees God's manifestation walking with the Hebrews through the desert.